After all that, I get to be the anti-climax. I've been asked to introduce my children, if I can remember who they are. And I think, and I've also been told that I could make a couple of remarks if I chose to, and I do, and I perhaps I'll make the remarks first. When this party was first planned, I thought perhaps I'd have the opportunity to say some words about Anne. And as I thought about it, I thought, well, people that are going to be here know her for the last 9 years, and I'm sure they could tell me things about her, and I can assure you that you have. Although I've always, I'm very emotional. I've always known that she has all the love in the world. I've only known her for less than 42 years. No, we've been married for 41 years, 3 months, 18 days, I think, something like that. 12 days, 8 months. But she has been Wonder Woman, really. The things that she's done not only amaze me, they appall me.
That's true.
She's been an extraordinary wife, a mother that you just can't believe, and a grandmother that's growing into it with each year, even though she looks younger and younger all the time. All the things that she knows about the long-term care of the elderly, she learned by taking care of me. She really is an extraordinary lady. She's done things in terms of raising 8 children that I think nowadays a lot of young women look at and say, how could it be? But she always found time to do whatever she felt was required. She did more for herself than I think most women with 8 children would do. She went back to college, part-time, got a degree, got an administrator's license, and all pretty much unassisted and on her own, with her own children as inspirations from the educational part. And so now, without further ado, let me introduce my children, and I'm going to do it from the youngest on up to the eldest, because my eldest would like to say a few words to her, if you don't mind. The youngest. Do I have to get up?
You're the youngest.
My son Kevin. Next is my lawyer daughter, Sheila.
One minute.
Kathleen is not here. Kathleen is our daughter is in Europe now, won't be back until next month. She's here in spirit, though, I assure you. And the next one down the line, of the 3 little girls so-called, is my daughter Mary. After Mary comes Miles, my son the psychologist. Tells me that I must have done something right because everything seems to have turned out okay. And then my registered nurse daughter, Peggy. restaurateur, a chef, but an artist primarily. And finally, my eldest, who certainly doesn't look at Eileen. The grandchildren who are here, would they please stand? And my in-law sons who are here, Ed and Larry and Don.
Dad, you said a lot of things I was going to say. I think you read my cards. I want to introduce the family. He's already done that. And I'll probably get as emotional as you got, so I'll warn you on that right now. Here's my son, Stevie. But I appreciate the opportunity to say something about my mother because she's the person who I admire most in this whole world. And I told my staff that. When we had a new manager assimilation, they asked me, who do you admire most? And I said, my mother. They all said, wow, really? And I proceeded to tell them for a half hour how wonderful she was. I speak for the entire family, and Dad just introduced us, so I won't do it again. But all your children, the in-laws, the outlaws, and the grandchildren, when I say that we are very, very proud of you. And I could talk about your accomplishments, about raising 8 children, about returning to school to get your degree, going on for your administrator's license, which you were absolutely determined to do, and we were all so proud of you for doing that. Then, determined to get that license, you came here to Geneva to do your internship. Stevie, be quiet. And 8 years later, you leave this place as the Vice President of Long-Term Care. Not bad for an old lady, huh? And a woman at that. I could talk about what you've taught me through your fine example, and I think I speak for everyone. Stevie, get out of here. You've taught us, and the thing that I think is so wonderful is as I hear you talking, I recognize that the mother that we know is the mother that you know. She is no different. You've taught us to treat people with kindness and respect no matter what. You've taught us the meaning of hard work and not to be afraid of it and to always work your best. You've also, though, taught us that as hard as you might work at work, your family comes first. You taught us to lead by example. You taught me, and I think others, to accept people. Don't cry. It's all right. To accept others as they are and never judge them. I love this part. I think that you have taught us to maintain our high standards no matter what, recognizing that others will eventually catch up to you. I wrote that before you guys said it. And you taught us, though I surely can't meet your standard, to give of yourself with a generosity of spirit that I have never seen in anyone else. And as I go through all of that, that's really not the most important thing that I have to say, because the most important thing that I have to say, and again, I think it's for the entire family, is thank you, Mom. Thank you for being such a fine role model. Thank you for being a great mentor. Thank you for your love, your support through everything. You've been a wonderful mother, even if I'm not the favorite. Peggy and Miles think they're the favorite. But I was the first, so, and you can't, there's no disputing that. Hold on, kiddos. You've been a fantastic grandmother, and all the grandkids think that they're your favorite, and I know that they are. On the eve of your retirement, you're beginning a new chapter in your life. And we recognize, and I think it's wonderful you've made so much of a difference to so many people. But we selfishly are so glad that you are coming home. We love you. We're proud of you. We've learned so much from you. And now we want you to have fun and you to enjoy yourself and let others take care of you. Congratulations.
We have a few minutes left if you'd like to say anything to the assemblage here this evening. No evening would be complete.
I really want to thank everyone for coming and the staff that worked so hard to make this a memorable evening. I will never forget it, never. And thank you for all the kind things that you said. Everything I was going to say had to do with thank yous. Fortunately, like I said, I forgot 90% of it, but I still have 10% to say. I want to thank all of my residents, past, present, and future, for the privilege of being able to care for a generation that lived through 2 world wars, a depression, a flu epidemic, and were part of many families that have lost people or were crippled from polio. And they are the same people that are reaping some of the benefits of many advances that we have implemented. I want to thank my husband and my children, and I don't have to tell you why I just found out. They're wonderful, but I also want to thank them for putting up with me and my many adventures. My long nights looking through codes, regulations, their plans. My quick trips home for the holidays. They've been wonderful, and they've been extremely supportive. I want to thank Jim Dooley for being a great boss, and for his cooperation and support that really allowed us in long-term care to go in the direction we wanted to go. I want to thank the board and the administrative team, and a special thank you to the board members that have been on our various committees over the years, that being the ethics committee, president, council, and quality assurance. And I know quality assurance was painful and boring. However, I still want to thank you for showing up. I want to thank my staff. They've been wonderful, and I can tell you, those things could not have been said about me if they didn't fully support me all the way. They're the ones that worked hard, they're the ones that made the accomplishment, and they're the ones that deserve the stars, because they are all stars, every one of them. I want to thank everybody in the entire organization. I know you get in trouble when you start thanking people because you leave people out. So in case I've left everyone out, I want to thank everybody in the entire organization. It really has been a memorable experience. I feel very appreciated. I will have many, many fond memories. I have made lasting friendships. And I know the long-term care team will continue to grow and to do the wonderful job they have done and assisted me in doing the past 9 years. I am proud to have been part of an organization that has a mission and a vision and values, and that is on the road to continuous quality